Hello friends, today we are discussing about dielectrics and polarization of dielectrics. A dielectric is a non-conducting substance. It does not conduct electricity or the charges cannot flow through this medium. In an insulator, all the electrons are attached to the individual atom or molecule. But under the presence of an external electric field, a small movement is possible for this electron. This microscopic movement of electron will leads to some important properties of this dielectric. Let us discuss what are dielectric and what are the properties of this dielectrics. I already told that a dielectric is a non-conducting substance. A dielectric is a substance which does not allow the flow of charges through it, but it permits them to exert electrostatic forces on one another. A dielectric is an insulator, so it does not allow the flow of charges through it. The charges cannot flow through the dielectric medium, but the charges can exert electrostatic forces on one another through this medium. They can interact through this medium. Usually, a dielectric consists of two types of molecule or two types of atom. That is, some of the dielectric consists of non-polar molecule. Example, non-polar molecules like hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. A dielectric made of such a molecule is known as non-polar dielectric. Hope you all remember what are non-polar molecule. If you are taking an atom or a molecule, suppose this is an atom or molecule. In this atom, if the center of positive charge and center of negative charge exactly coincide at a single point, it means there is no charge separation in such an atom or molecule. So this atom or molecule does not possess any dipole moment. Electric dipole moment of such a molecule or atom will be zero. We cannot consider it as an electric dipole. So such a molecule is known as what? A non-polar molecule. Example, hydrogen is a non-polar molecule, nitrogen is a non-polar molecule. If a dielectric is made of such a molecule or such an atom, then dielectric is known as what? Non-polar dielectrics. A dielectric made of non-polar molecule is known as a non-polar dielectric. Let us see what are polar dielectrics. A dielectric made of polar molecules like water, HCl, HNO3 are known as polar dielectrics. Hope you all remember what are polar molecule. If there is a charge separation inside the molecule or atom, if the center of mass of positive charges does not coincide with the center of mass of negative charge, like this, such an atom can be marked like this way. Center of mass of positive charge and center of mass of negative charge is separated by a very small distance, and this can be considered as an electric dipole having a very small electric dipole moment in the order of 10 raised to minus 30. A very small dipole moment in the order of 10 raised to minus 30 coulometer. And dielectrics made of such a molecule is known as what? Polar dielectrics. Now, I just showing some of the non-polar molecules inside a dielectrics like this. These are some of the non-polar molecules inside a dielectrics. The center of mass of positive charge is exactly coincide with the center of mass of negative charge. center of mass of positive charge is exactly coinciding with the center of mass of negative charge. This is a non-polar molecules inside a non-polar dielectrics. Here we are not applying any external electric field. Here external electric field is not applied. E0 is equal to 0. External electric field is equal to 0. Now, if you are applying an electric field to this dielectrics, if this dielectric is placed inside an external electric field, under the external electric field, all the positive charges are moving in the direction of electric field. A very small movement, microscopic movement inside the molecule itself. All the positive charge move in the direction of electric field and negative charge just opposite direction of electric field. So what happened? The charges are separated inside the molecule. So we can draw like this way, such as charge separation. Here inside this molecule itself, there is a small charge separation. Positive charges are moved in the direction of external electric field and negative charge move opposite direction of electric field. So now this molecule are showing like this way. This molecule are charge separated molecules, or we can call them as a dipole. The positive charges are here and here positive charge, positive, negative, like this. The charge separated molecule, or they are electric dipole actually. We applied an electric field E0 in this direction. So charges separated. So now they possess a very small dipole moment. Now it become what? Polar dielectrics. A non-polar dielectric achieves some dipole moment in the direction of external electric field. So now it become a polar dielectrics. Now what happened for a polar dielectrics? If you are applying an external electric field to a polar dielectrics, now suppose we showing some of the molecules inside this polar dielectric. Here they are random in direction. All these molecules are in random in direction. There is no preferred direction for the alignment of this dipole or individual molecule inside the dielectric substance. There is no preferred direction. Now there is no electric field is applied. E0 is equal to 0. Now suppose if you are applying an external electric field, now E0 is not equal to 0. What happened is that under this external electric field, all the dipole align in the same direction. It means parallel to the external electric field. So what happened? All the molecules align in the same direction. All the molecules align in the same direction, which are parallel to the external electric field. See the alignment? To make the potential energy as minimum, all the dipole are aligned parallel to the electric field, external electric field. Now this one also get some electric dipole moment. Under the presence of external electric field, this polar dielectric also achieves some electric dipole moment. So what's our conclusion is that both non-polar dielectrics and polar dielectric possess some dipole moment, electric dipole moment, under the presence of external electric field. This phenomenon is known as polarization. Polarization means both non-polar dielectrics and polar dielectrics possess some electric dipole moment under the presence of an external electric field. This phenomenon is known as what? Polarization of dielectrics. Now let us see, if you are taking a dielectric slab, suppose we are taking a dielectric slab and placed in an external electric field. We are producing an external electric field by the help of a positively and negatively charged plate like this. This is a positively charged plate and this is a negatively charged plate. So we have an external electric field in this direction. E0 is an external electric field. This is a dielectric slab which placed in an external electric field in this direction, E0. We have molecules in this. These are some of the polar molecules. These are the some of the polar molecules inside this dielectrics. Now, because of this presence of this external electric field, all dipoles can be considered as an individual dipole. All dipoles are aligned like this way. Positive charge in this side and negative charge here. Positive, negative, positive, negative like this way. All aligned parallel to the electric field to give a minimum potential energy. To gain a minimum potential energy, all aligned parallel to the electric field. All having some very small individual dipole moment. So what happened? Now this dielectric itself possesses a large dipole moment. This one acts like as a large electric dipole, having a large value of electric dipole moment. Why? Because all dipole moment are vector quantity and they are getting added because they are in the same direction. Now, if you consider the first layer, of positive charge here, this is the first layer of positive charge. This first layer of positive charge is cancelled by the first layer of negative charge. And the second layer of positive charge is cancelled by the second layer of negative charge. So what happened? The interior volume charge, if you consider this interior volume charge for this dielectric, that comes to 0. The interior volume charge of this dielectric comes to 0. And now we have a surface charges here. Here we have a negatively charged surface. Here we have a positively charged surface. It means they act like as a charged plate. The surfaces are act like as a charged plate, and which produce an electric field. What should be the direction? This is the direction of external electric field, and electric field due to polarization is just opposite of that. What is the direction? That is in this direction. Can be write as it is EP. What is EP? Electric field due to polarization. Just opposite direction of external electric field. As they are in opposite direction, the field inside the dielectric slab decreases. What is the field inside the dielectric slab is, you can write it as E. The field inside the dielectric slab is the E0 external electric field minus the electric field due to polarization, can be write as EP. E is equal to reduced field E is equal to E0 minus EP. E0 and EP are in opposite direction. So this reduced field is in the direction of external field actually. This reduced field is in the direction of external field. And so if you are taking the ratio between this applied external electric field E0 and the reduced field E inside this dielectric slab, it will be a constant. And that constant is denoted by a symbol K, can be called as dielectric constant. Or it can be called as, K is known as what? Dielectric constant. Dielectric constant denoted with the symbol K. Or it is also known as dielectric constant, or it is also known as relative permittivity. It is also known as what? Relative permittivity. It's the ratio of external applied electric field to the reduced field inside the dielectric slab. It's the ratio of similar physical quantity, so there is no unit and dimension for this dielectric constant. And this quantity decides some of the important dielectric properties or electrostatic property of this dielectric. And as this dielectric slab now behave like as a electric dipole, it possesses a net dipole moment. If you are adding all the individual dipole moment of this molecule, this dielectric slab having a net dipole moment. So, if you are calculating what is the net dipole moment per unit volume, if you are calculating the net dipole moment, that net dipole moment per unit volume dividing by volume, net dipole moment per unit volume, that will be a constant. Net dipole moment per unit volume will be a constant, and that constant is known as polarization density. Polarization density. What is polarization density? It is the net dipole moment developed per unit volume for this dielectric substance. Net dipole moment developed per unit volume for the dielectric substance is known as what? Polarization density. And see, this polarization density depends on the reduced field inside the dielectric slab. If the applied field is not very high, this polarization density can be denoted with a symbol P. This polarization density P is depends on or proportional to the reduced field inside the dielectric. The P is directly proportional to E, reduced field inside the dielectric. Or we can remove this proportionality constant. P is equal to, we introducing a proportionality constant and read it as chi, chi, read it as chi, proportionality constant, chi into E, electric field, reduced electric field. And this proportionality constant chi is known as electric susceptibility. It is known as electric susceptibility of the substance. Electric susceptibility, S-U-S-C-E. Electric susceptibility of the substance. Dielectric susceptibility of the substance. And you can write it as susceptibility is equal to chi is equal to P by E. P by E. What is P? P is the polarization density, E is the reduced field. And this quantity is also one dimensionless, unitless constant which decides some of the important dielectric property of the dielectric material. Both are related. Actually, the susceptibility and the dielectric constant having some relation. That relation is the dielectric constant of a dielectric slab K is equal to 1 plus susceptibility. This is a very important relation. The dielectric constant K is equal to 1 plus susceptibility of the dielectric substance. Okay, that about dielectrics and the polarization of dielectrics. Thank you.